Hello friends, how are you? Hope you're doing fine. So welcome to my channel, and today we're going to discuss about the interview question and answers for Kubernetes, and how you need to crack that in 25, and what are the different types of questions were coming in Kubernetes in 25, and how you need to prepare for that with the real-time examples. So by doing the hands-on, as I said in my previous videos, as you know that I'm keep on suggesting to do hands-on, because if you do hands-on, you will the topics, the everything what you do, that will stick into your mind, and at the time of interview, that will be very easy for you to answer the questions. So, and also I have thoroughly studied the questions of 25 and have gathered a top question and answers for the interview perspective for Kubernetes. And also I just want to suggest you and also tell you that please like, share and subscribe to my channel to provide this type of content. Thanks for supporting. Let's jump into it. My channel. Today I'll be sharing the top Kubernetes interview questions that are trending in 25 with clear and concise answers and real world examples. So you will be interview ready in no time. Let's get started. The first question is like, what is Kubernetes and why do we use it? So it's a very straightforward question, and your answer should be very straightforward and very precise to make everyone to be understand. So you have to say like, Kubernetes is an open source container orchestration platform that helps automate the deployment, scaling, and management of containerized applications. It's good if you add a real world example for this question. Imagine you are managing an e-commerce application during Black Friday sales. Without Kubernetes, you would have manually add more servers or containers to handle the traffic. With Kubernetes, you define scaling rules and automatically adds or removes containers based on traffic spikes or dips, ensuring your app never crashes. So if you add this type of real world examples, it will be more helpful at time of interviews, and even the interviewer can get impressed with your examples. Jump into the next question. What are Kubernetes pods? As I said in my videos, Kubernetes pod is a very basic concept, and it is a very important and critical piece to be running inside Kubernetes. So if you understand pods, the surrounding components for Kubernetes understanding will be very easy. So if you answer this question, a pod is the smallest deployable unit in Kubernetes. It encapsulates one or more containers that share the same network namespace and storage volumes. Then, real world example. Think of a pod as a hotel room for containers. For example, if you are running a logging service alongside your main application container, both can share the same pod. The main app logs the data, and the sidecar container uploads logs to the central server. The next one, how does Kubernetes handle scaling? So this is very important concept. To answer this question, Kubernetes basically uses the horizontal pod autoscaler, in short form HPA, to scale pods based on CPU, memory, or custom metrics like requests per second. So for real world example, for instance, let's say you ran a food delivery application. During lunch hours, the HPA notices the CPU usage of your pods exceeds 70%. So it automatically spins up 5 more pods to handle the increased traffic. Post lunch, as traffic decreases, Kubernetes scales down the pods to save cost. What is Kubernetes deployment? It's, as I said in my videos, in my previous videos, yes, deployment manages the desired state of your application, such as the number of replicas. It also ensures smooth rolling updates and rollbacks. Coming to the real world example, suppose you have a website and you want to update it with a new theme. Kubernetes deployments roll out the update one pod at a time to prevent downtime. If users report an issue, you can instantly roll back to the previous version without disruption. The configuration map and a secret. And this is a very tricky question as we are mainly using this configuration map and secrets in our deployment in our day-to-day activity. So first understand what is a configuration map stores non-sensitive data in key value pairs, while a secret stores sensitive data like passwords or tokens, often in base64 encoding. In CI/CD pipeline, use a config map to store app configurations like debug mode, and also in secrets you can store in a key value format. Like if you use database, the database passwords, those will be very secure, so we need to maintain a separation to ensure the security while keeping configuration flexible. And the one, how does Kubernetes achieve service discovery is a crucial part in Kubernetes cluster when I am telling about the core DNS. To answer this question, Kubernetes uses services and DNS for service discovery. Each service gets a stable DNS name, allowing pods to communicate internally or externally. Example is, imagine a payment gateway in your application. The backend pod communicates with the payment service via its service DNS name like payment service default service cluster.local. Even if pods behind the service changes, the DNS remain constant. That means if you're trying to make a call to the different services, the DNS will remain same to provide you the response respectively with the services. Finally, core and basic components of Kubernetes architecture. So if you do your hands-on and if you build your Kubernetes cluster in your mission, you will clearly understand and you will answer it in a breeze. So the first one, control plane, which will manage the cluster including API server, etcd, scheduler, and controller manager. In the other way, we have worker nodes where applications like pods run managed by kubelet and kubeproxy. And also there is a CRD, that's a container D, will be running in the worker nodes. If you think in the real world example, think of Kubernetes as a delivery service. The control plane is a logistics team that plans the routes. The worker nodes are delivery trucks that carry the goods, your apps, to the customers. Okay, it's a continuously running process. I hope you found this Kubernetes interview questions and examples helpful. If you have any questions or any doubts, please comment it. I'm happy to help you, and let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. See you in the next video.